Welcome everyone to this video. This video is actually one of my favorite topics, which is productive. How to be productive. Ways to be productive with your work time and products. I love this topic. So we're going to get fired up today about this topic so we're able to help you to be more productive and to be more productive with your products and to be able to bring more products on board with your business and to really get going and vamping up things. Okay, so number one, we're going to talk about this and to be able to get you to where you need to be. And it all starts with production. I had many employees throughout my career of being in business for myself, and I can tell you one thing. I've dealt with a lot of people who are unproductive, right? They don't give a rat's, I'm going to say it, ass, if you make money or not. And they don't care about, even if they were in business for themselves, they would fail because they're not productive, right? Excuse me. So you want to make sure that you weed out the people around you who are helping you in business who are not productive people. There's productive people and there's non-productive people. And you need to get rid of the dead weight. I can tell you that. So if you're running a business and you're in business for yourself, you're in business to make money, not to cut people a paycheck that are slackers, right? So come on, get real with yourself. Get yourself in tune with what's really happening in your business and weed out the dead weight, right? You have to do that. So number one is to make your products in production style where you make 20 to 50 or more products at a time. Yes, you have to do this to be able to make money. Time is money. So if you can make and create more, but you also want to have quality. So you want to make sure that you're testing your products, you're washing your products, you know what they're going to turn out like in 5 washing machine cycles, different things like that. So you want to be able to make more products at one time to be able to save yourself more time later. You don't want to constantly go back and make one product when you get an order, make another product when you get an order. That's very hard and difficult to run business that way. So you want to make sure that you're making, a bunch of products and being productive in doing it. All right. So then number 2 is to have your packaging envelopes or boxes ready to go, right? You want to be able to have all of this lined out. You want to have it all purchased already. You want to know exactly what your size envelope, box, or whatever you're going to put your products in. You know the scale of, how much it's going to weigh. You know all about it, right? You know the color tissue paper you're going to use. You know that you already have, whatever else it is, the packaging tape and the, exactly how you're going to send it, what service you're going to use, post office or UPS or who is it you're going to use as a shipping service. So you have to know all of that. You have to know that stuff before you even enter your stuff into your product listings. You must know what it weighs, what its size it is, and how you're going to box and package it and to ship it out. You need to know these things. So you want to have all of that material already on hand, ready to go, right? Okay, so the number 3 is to have your thank you cards ready ahead of time. Excuse me. So a lot of people that I've purchased from lately, they do not offer a free gift. They do not offer a thank you card. So I would like the people I work with to make sure that you have thank you cards ready, even if it's a little note card that you stamp, something like that. That you send some sort of a message to the people who buy from you that you are grateful. Thank you so much for your order, your time, everything, and whatever message you want to give them. But please include a thank you card. It's just courtesy nowadays, and it's just appreciated. So you want to make sure that you do all you can and make a really nice experience for the buyer, right? You want them to open up the package and have a really nice experience, and they will be thankful and grateful, and that's how you get other people to value what you have and what you sell, and they will, by word of mouth, telling other people that, hey, I bought from them, I was happy, word gets around. So word of mouth is one of the best ways, and you want to make sure that you are not leaving anything, afraid or whatever, that you're not appreciating people. So please put a thank you card in your products when you ship them. Number 4 is to print your ship out labels all at one time. So you want to make sure that you can go in your, if it's eBay or wherever it is, but you want to make sure that you can print your ship out labels. Some marketplaces allow you to do that. Some marketplaces don't. So you'll have to find out which ones do or whatever. But it's it's so much easier, instead of going label by label, printing label by label, if you can print all in bulk. So that's what I do. We sell a lot on Etsy. On eBay, and we print them all out at one time. Now when you do that, you have to also take note of what product goes to what person, right? So make sure that you do take notes when you're printing your labels. You don't want to print out a bunch of labels and then you're like, okay, who does this go to? So you want to make sure that you're a little bit organized with that when you print them all out at one time, okay? That's just giving you a little heads up there from experience. So number 5 is to have your supplies for making your products handy and in areas they are used. Yes, I see so many different tailor shops and businesses and things run, and these people are just like running all over the place trying to find a needle and trying to find the right thread and trying to find so many different things that is all about building and making their business, their product, but they're running all over the place and they're wasting time all day long trying to find these products, these supplies that they need to create and make their products. So what I would do, in my experience running my shops, I would have everything that I needed before I sat down at my machine. I would be able to have my hand sewing thread at reach of me. I would be able to have my scissors, my knife, everything that I needed for that product, that I was creating and making, everything right there in close proximity. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. And then when I would go and press, I'd go and press, and then I'd have water there in case I needed it for the seam. If it was like a seam that had a fold in it, it was just hard to get out, I'd put a little water on it with a little sponge or a spray bottle, whichever. I've used both. And then you would press it. You'd have a pressing cloth there in case you need it, in case there's any type of interfacing or glue that can get on your iron. You want to be prepared for that. So just different things. You want to make sure that in each station of your products being made, you have everything in there or around that area, that you don't have to take more than 1 or 2 steps to get exactly what you need to do that task. Okay, so that is going to save you tons of time and be able to make you more productive. Okay, and then so where are we at? Number 6 is to position your machines or whatever it is you work on. If it's t-shirt machines, if it's heat press machines, if it's you're stamping coffee mugs or whatever it may be, have your machines in close proximity to the other things that you're producing, because if you have to go through one step and then you go to another step, they're close together, right? And you can just save yourself time from not having to go all the way across the shop to the other machine and this and that, So it just saves you a lot of time to be able to have the things, that are necessary to make your product all in one location where you can get to it easily and you can just keep going down the production line of getting it out the door, right? Okay, so then number 7 is to always order supplies before you run out. Yes. So like we right now are like on our last package of padded envelopes, and we order our padded envelopes wholesale to sell. So now my husband just said, we have to order this week, you have to order this week, we have to make an order. So we're going to be ordering for our padded envelopes that we use. And we usually go through a lot of envelopes in just a short time. We use the 9x6 envelopes to ship our products, and so we order them wholesale. That's where you're going to get the best price. So you want to make sure that you have some wholesalers that you can get your products from, and that you can call in and order, and they already know you. They can ring it through your credit card, and you get it the next day. That's one thing we love about one of our products, wholesalers that we get our envelopes from, is we get the supplies the next day. That's awesome, right? So you want to make sure that you have that in place where you can do that, and you want to order ahead of time. Okay, so then number 8 is to make sure to share links of your products, where your products are located, the sales page for your product, whatever marketplace you're on or website you're selling from. You want to make sure that you are constantly sharing your links weekly. You have to be in the algorithm. You have to be sharing your content so you can get traffic moving to your product page, right? So you want to make sure you do that. Let me take a sip of water. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so then we're on to number 9. All right, so number 9 is to simplify your process of shipping, out your products, the steps you spend on them. So make them count. Okay, so what it's saying is, excuse me, the steps that you're taking in your shipping process, you want to have a system that you go through for your products. Like what we do is we have this big table. We line all of our envelopes on this table for different orders that we have for that day. And then what we do is we go and we print out our label. We make sure that we take notes of our labels, or if it's already printed, some are already printed on there. Like, John Doe, say for instance, bought something, so it says that in his tracking number. So you can print it in a couple different ways. So you want to make sure that you do have the information that you need, how much the sale was, and the tracking number, the guy's name or person's name, and then so you have that for your records. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have that for your records. If your label for where you're printing your labels out, it does not have that, you might want to keep that on hand. You might want to keep that tracking number and write that down manually just to have that on hand. So you want to know who your products are going to, what state they're going to, what country they're going to, things like that. That's helpful to your business. Okay, so you want to make sure you do that. But anyway, you want to make sure that you have a system in place. So then we make up our products. A lot of times it's my husband's products or my products, whatever, and then we put the products next to the envelopes that they're going to be shipped out, and then we have the labels there on top of the envelope, so we know that all of it is lined up, right? So we go ahead and we go through the process of putting the labels on the packages. You want to make sure that you're not covering up any barcodes, right, or numbers. So you want to make sure that you cover it with tape, and it's on there firmly. Your list, your product ship out label. Sorry, couldn't think of it. Ship out label is on there, secure. So you want to do that, and then what we do is we start filling. We do that for each envelope, and then we come back and we put the products in each envelope. Then we have a card that we put in each envelope. We put a card in there, and then we come back and then we put a thank you card in each one. And then we tape the back or whatever, and finish the back off, the flap on the back, and then we have stickers that we put on each one of the backs of the envelopes. So this is our system. This is what's been working great for us. We get them out efficiently. We get them out fast. And this is what works for us. So I don't know what your system is, and if you need to tweak it a little bit, you can go ahead and use ours, but this is what we do. And that's what works best for us. We do it all at one time, and each day, and line it all up. That's what we do. Okay, so the number 10 is to have a clean work area to work in daily. This helps to feel eager to work in your area. Yes, and cleanup is huge. Daily housekeeping is huge when you're running a business. You want to make sure that you're not going in your shop or your workspace every day and it's just a total mess, right? And it's going to take you a whole day to clean it. You know, you want to do that every single day. So when you get done working, you take 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day to sweep up behind yourself, to clean up behind yourself. So every morning you go into your workspace, it's clean, organized, and you're ready to go. Nothing else should be on your mind other than making products and doing a good job at it. Right? You don't want to be going in there on someone else's filth. You know what I mean? That's almost like, you know, an apartment is available for you to go and rent. So you're just going to move right in on, you know, someone else's mess. You know, the landlord is not going to clean it up for you, and you're just going to go in there and just go right in on their mess. I mean, come on. Every time we go into a new apartment or we get a new home, we always want to clean it, even after it's been cleaned by someone else, right? It's just our own way, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing this housekeeping for yourself, for your shop, every single day. And this way you are more eager to go in there and work. You can be more productive because you have a clean slate again. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay, so one more is number 11, and it is to make sure your work area is safe and you're not tripping over extension cords, or you're not tripping over you know, other lighting or things like that. You want to make sure that your workspace is safe. If it doesn't seem safe to you right now while you're watching this video, make sure that that's the first thing that you do, is to go and to you know, include some safety things in your workspace. Make sure that it's safe. Your extension cords are all behind tables, or they're all you know, taped up or something like that, where you're not going to you know, trip over them, or no one else is going to come in there and trip over them. Your lighting is good. It's not like too close to any paperwork or you know, paints or anything like that where it could catch on fire. You want to make sure that everything is really safety proof, right? So that's very important, and you want to make sure that you do run a safe environment for yourself, and it, you know, for other people if you would take them in there or whatever. So you just want to make sure that you're doing that. Okay, I want everyone to be safe, to be productive, but also to be safe. Okay, so that's really all that I have today for this video. You're welcome to go and to go to one of my free webinars that I have up right now. It's at talenttoprofits.com. You can go there and check out my free webinar. It's about starting a business if you don't have a business, and it has some really awesome tools in that webinar that can give you some pointers and give you some more business tools and tips. And it really is a way for me to get to know you better, for you to get to know me better, I should say, and for us to be able to connect and to work together. So I'd like to help anyone out there who is looking to want to start a business. And so you can reach out to me, and at the top of the page on my website you can also book a call with me, and I always try to include it in this video as well. You're welcome to book a free call with me. Now, if you live out of the United States, you'll have to have the app called Zoom to be able to, it's a free app to be able to talk to me one-on-one, where it doesn't charge me and it doesn't charge you, and it's a free call on Zoom that we can get together and talk about your business and how we can help you scale your business and to be more productive and all the things that go with it. And there's just so many different components when it comes to business, and it's hard to you know, just say one specific one. There's just so many. So yeah, so my program will help you with a lot of different topics to help you grow your business. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who watch and view my videos. You're welcome to subscribe to this channel so you'll get notified each week when a new video drops down. And you know, you can keep in touch with me, and I would love that. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.